That should do it. They should be. She said that you're gonna transfer from Northwest to.
Here's Scott.
Yeah.
Just making sure.
Okay, go ahead.
And so that out of that 21, they can actually.
Yeah, it will have somebody sitting here and something.
It's Chad's one.
Well, I told them that
No.
they should use my tax money
They're bringing out like their equipment and putting it up.
and countering the other one that's
Well, at least when you think about paying your.
They're celebrating
What's that?
100
I
years.
saw the sign,
Yes,
yeah.
on the side of the fire
They
truck.
will, they'll find some reason to do that.
Good. What's on that? Comfy chair.
It's comfy until it flops down when
Yeah.
it's.
See, I traced you.
That
And when I got there and there was time.
well, I sit in this one and Mom sits in that one with collect taxes, and you're fine, and then plump. Yeah, I feel bad when the elderly people come in because I'm like, I'll come over and I'm like,
Right,
absolutely.
No, right, running to this truck and conversation.
What's that?
I was like, where is everybody? But it's only 6:52.
Really? I
How
thought
are
it
you
was
doing,
almost.
Scott?
I thought it was almost. Good.
Yeah.
I thought maybe you forgot.
When's the
about it.
baby
You
due?
Well,
were
they
down there
probably
working on
say,
your
we don't
truck.
support it as
Maybe
good.
you
I
forgot.
gotta call Alan when I want to get their address.
was
She's
helping
in the
Alan
hospital
with the mayor.
whenever
That's
she has a baby
Well,
shower,
already
so we
going.
definitely want to get her
They were
something.
done
Yeah.
in May and
I'll
June.
message her.
Right.
Okay.
No,
If not, you can
I like
drop it off at the house. Because we
Well, I'm
have,
sure you guys will be going down.
we have more gifts
Oh,
too.
Oh,
okay.
wow.
So,
You realize that's Scott.
Click. No. Oh, my Lord, Scott.
That's okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, you got back home.
Last night, yep.
Looks like you have.
You were on the roads I've never been on.
You should go see it.
It looks
It
beautiful.
looks
Yeah.
beautiful, but you wouldn't get me traveling no more.
Looks like you're gonna fall off a mountain.
Good.
That's from the fire hall.
Yeah.
Have you been to the fair this week?
Oh, yes. 3, 4 times. I'll go tomorrow.
We only went to the parade.
Okay. I went to the parade too.
To our grandson.
Once the valley was done.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we came, but they were still in the third division, so it was almost,
Right,
they
it
were
was
putting off
almost-
fireworks. We were going from this. I thought, damn,
It is the longest parade in the world, I think.
it's so nice.
It is a nice parade, but it is very long.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we had a new reporter. He texted me, he was over on Weaver Street, and he said, "When is it over?" That was like
We always
9:30.
go inside the track.
Oh, okay.
And I was waiting in line for Benny and Pearl's from Williams.
Mhm.
Here we waited in line over an hour. And this is
Right.
Ramona. I was like, I see it. I see it.
Yes, yes. Yeah, they were in the first division.
Yeah, I was sitting there and hollered at them.
Yeah.
And then Terry Collins came up, Jerry, and told us where you were sitting. He said that you and Leslie and Luke were over there. on the
Yeah, we
corner.
were over, I don't know what turn you called, but
One of the turns. 3 or 4, maybe 4.
Hi.
Hi, Jan.
Hello, hello. If I come to show off all their new gear, anyone wants to come out and take a look at it? Okay.
You want to go out or go stay here?
I'll stay here.
Huh? They're coming to the meeting. That's what I thought.
No, they just want to show the
I'll
stuff
take
they
a couple
got.
pictures. So I can I'll be live while they break in. There you
I don't know, I didn't walk me.
They were getting out.
Is that a new fund?
We're live with them with you.
You can see all your tax dollars now.
Hey, we need it.
Some people say they never going to bar that cool stuff there.
Oh, yeah.
You scared me there. Our biggest step up was from the hydraulics to these. Yeah. Battery operated. Work awesome. And I can show you the hydraulics back there, how they're heavier than this, bulkier, plus you have the big pumps and everything in the hoses. We're going to keep them on for a backup. But,
That's about 5 to 10 minutes of setup time off.
I was going to say, it's probably works better. Smitty, you want to know, Tom, you know about the new metals. Oh, yeah. We had to take a step up anyhow, because the new vehicles, the Volvos, your Nissans and that, we can't. The old tools won't cut that metal anymore. These will cut right through it.
How long will your battery last?
Spread, huh?
How long will your battery last?
We used them, I used one cutter, cut 3 cars up to Freddie's junkyard. Battery ran down on the last cut. It was a Volvo. I was halfway through the A-arm. I was halfway through it. And, well,
Yeah, that's really going to cut down on when you're actually on scene and getting
the
people.
A-post and the B-post, they're made of the real, that strong metal, Tom. Yeah. I made it the whole way, almost the whole way through it. Yeah. But it would have cut through it. But put the new battery on it. But
How many battery backups do you have?
good. 1 for each. Yeah, 1 for each. That's what we're going to do. They take no water.
Are you able to with your truck, are you able to set your charger up to pull it off? And
It will be, yeah. It ain't set up yet, but it will be.
So like I say, we cut all day on that one battery. We have 4 batteries.
You know, it's what, a spreader?
Yeah. You know like that? Yeah. Pick up, man. It's open and close on them. That's all there is.
And that runs the whole time? Yeah, after so many seconds, it will shut off.
Of course, now, whether you guys use any tools, it don't matter what tools you use. Even if you use judgment calls, I have your tool. But we got these here. These accommodate these. Milwaukee stuff. Them will hold Milwaukee back. But while guys can be doing that, we got Sawzalls there. Show them that Glassmaster.
This is designed under the new windshields now. There's a splitter. This will turn them to dust. You can just cut it all the way around and plop it out.
It's about 10 seconds, bro.
Yeah.
Total cost of your new equipment?
What's that, Jerry?
Total cost of your new equipment?
These were what, 28?
28 for the 2 of them.
Yeah, that and this. I'd say about,
Well,
total here probably 40,000.
40,000.
this might be, I can't remember this. Smitty, 3 gas meter. Our old one was outdated.
Oh, what gas is it looking for? Carbon monoxide? Carbon dioxide? Carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide. I think they're core.
Oh yeah, this is
Nothing, maybe?
We haven't had to choose you.
Natural
There.
gas?
It's show and tell out
yeah.
here with the new fire.
Text them out. And then that's Rick Cam.
So you have to look for hot spots between walls and attics and...
You used to run guns on it.
Yeah.
Remember when the cameras was huge?
Yeah.
This is, look how,
Yeah.
I feel you put this on 10 kilowatt bulb. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We never have. I always want that other plug in there.
Right.
But well worth it.
Oh,
Especially for the hot spot of the wall.
well, there's fire in the wall or something. It's tough.
Yeah.
We're pretty proud.
Yeah, it should be. You gotta
Yeah.
work hard for it.
Yeah, absolutely. And then other stuff like it. We need stuff like this to update us a little bit for the guys going in. You know, you can work over your head with this stuff, pulling stuff down, that stone tile, drywall pull, you know. That and its fiberglass handles, that's better than Yeah.
wood, because that's not
Yeah.
gonna hold up under
Go now.
the hot conditions. You're gonna hold up under there very well.
Yeah.
Here's your old hydraulics.
We kept them all on.
We're keeping these on there. There's a ram, a cutter. This is a combo pole. Spread. They took this here. These hydraulics here are rotten. Now, that takes 2 guys to run down in the woods. If it's down off the road, granted, we have a lot of those. But some of the accidents you've seen down in the woods, it takes 2 guys to take that down. Another 2 guys taking poles down. And then they're beat before they even get to start cutting.
Yeah, that's where people know.
That one there,
One guy can carry it in and carry it back out.
me and you's around during the day, we can grab it. You know what I mean? No, they won't.
This one right through.
Yeah. New stuff.
Thank you.
Excuse me. Sorry. How are you?
Pretty good.
Good.
I'm happy.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Thank you. It didn't me the other day when I was talking last. It's fine, that gives you a false sense of security.
Now it's like
Yeah, I know.
Mr. Spade, I don't think you should be taking pictures of the meeting before it starts. The meeting isn't been adjourned.
It's a quorum here.
Yeah, but it hasn't been brought to order.
Switching up. Chair broke. Chip today.
Here's that EOP plan.
Okay.
There's a copy of it, that's the copy of it that you need to fill in. And here's the one, this is kind of like to go off of, but I'll need this one back.
What's that? We wouldn't laugh at it. Every meeting, I go to get my water, I fall out, so Chip can have it today.
Who do I switch with?
It's not.
No, I already switched to that one.
Trust me.
go that way.
Those chairs, how you sit in the middle, they fall down further.
Yeah, no matter.
Things can put them upstairs.
One place is
Some old wooden ones.
Yeah. They were the good, those were the good chairs.
I'm scared to love someday, somehow we're supposed
Oh my God,
to
Scott.
sit down and lay on our house, paying the taxes.
I know.
Yeah, I try to go over
I
and
grew up.
grab the chairs.
what happened on my kids.
It's all we need.
That's all right. It happened all of us.
No, totally. It's a hazard. It is.
Well, it's good to see you. You know what I mean?
Let's work past that now. All right.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. Amen.
Make a motion to accept the minutes and financial.
A motion is made to accept the financial statement in the minutes, and seconded, all approved. Okay, public comments. Where would we like to start? Anyone who wants to go first?
Mr. President,
Yes.
I understand that you're going to transfer $500,000 from Northwest to Pledget, which is a wise move. You're going to have 4%. You're going to have approximately $2,100 more, and I would stand here in defense of Nila Henry and ask that you take care of her expense at the convention, the 65th convention for tax collectors. Thank you, Mr. President, for your time.
You're welcome.
And I have a comment for that. If they can get the other two people they collect their taxes for to pay their share, I'm all for it.
Okay. I collected this month at face $2,201.25, and I collected $161.70 for someone that paid a penalty. So I'm just turning these over to Amber. At the last council meeting, we had asked about going to the convention. When I left here that night, we left here at 8 o'clock, and at midnight I was in the hospital. I was in the hospital for 3 weeks, and then I come home, and the next day I get a right to know from Amber, brought it over to me from Donna Morrison, and she wants to know the total amount of taxes collected for the borough and the amount that I am paid. She wants to know the total amount of taxes collected to the county and the amount that I am paid. She wants to know the total amount of taxes collected for the school amount paid to the tax collector. So I got in last year's records because this year I have not collected nothing from the county or from the school yet. On top of all this, that I come home the 26th, and Jeff Westover had brought us 900 and some tax bills that had to be out by Tuesday. So I worked on this as soon as I could get it. The county, last year I paid them $48,455.60. They paid me $854.97. The borough, I collected $58,154.24. They paid me $2,360.84. The school, I collected $184,724.94, and they paid me $2,661.76, and $600 and some dollars of that was for 2021, because they had forgot to pay me in October for collecting taxes, and I was in the hospital, and we didn't catch it till January.
Well, December, but they...
In December, so they had to pay me in January. So I made $2,061.76 really from the school. The school and the borough are neck and neck in what they pay us. The county won't pay us anything. If you go to the convention, there are people there that will refuse to collect their county taxes and make their county treasurers collect, because county will not pay you nothing. And I work 12 months out of the year for the borough, and I make $2,360, and I work for the school, and I make $2,360. The school pays me $4.50 a bill. Whether the bill's $4.50 or whether it is $3,000, which we have somebody in town that pays $3,000, I get $4.50 for their bill. The Borough pays me 5% of whatever I collect. The county pays me $1 per bill plus $1 or plus 1.5% of what I collect. That's why they're only paying me $800 and some dollars. And we came here, what started all this is years ago, when I took over tax collector, Nancy Brana was tax collector. She brought the books over to me, she never helped me a bit. If it wouldn't have been for Dick Lang, he trained me to be a tax collector. I would go up there and sit with him for days, and he would show me everything to do. And that's how I got to be tax collector and got my education. Then later on, Janet Wilk became tax collector for Cary Township, and her husband was a roadmaster for Cary Township. She and we got to be friends and helped each other. I would go down and pick taxes up one time, she would go pick them up the next time. So she invited me to go to the Township Convention, which was held out at Luthersburg for 2 days. So I went out there, I paid my own way, and we were out there for 2 days. No hotel room because Luthersburg isn't that far away. When I got out there, the woman that registered me, she says, "What are you doing here?" And I said, "Well, I was invited to come." She said, "Well, you know, the township and the borough is two complete different things." She says, "The township goes by township classes," and she says, "You're welcome to stay here," but she says, "We're not going to be able to help you anything." She says, "You might retain a little bit of something," but she says, "This isn't where you're to be." She says, "You are to be at the Pennsylvania State Convention for the county tax collectors." So I come home, I went and paid my way the first year. When I got out there, all the tax collectors, I said this was my first year here. Most of the tax collectors said, "Our borough pays for us to come." There's a few that has to pay themselves. 3/4 of them, the borough pays for it. I came here, I asked you guys, there was no problem at all. I am allowed to come to you once during the election in February and ask for what I want. And I did that, and you approved it back 2 years ago whenever I asked for it. I cannot go to the county, I cannot go to the school until February of the next time I run. That's the only time you can go and ask for any compensation or any of your supplies paid for or anything. So I can't go to the school right now, and I can't go to the county right now. And if I'm tax collector in 2 years, I will go and approach them and ask them if they will do it. But I'll tell you right now, you cannot open up your negotiations at this time of the thing. It has to be done the February that you have decided to run for election.
Now, I have a question. How many years have we paid for them to go, and how much does it cost the borough? I've asked the borough that before.
I think
it's
you
over
have paid me to
$600.
go either 3 or 4 years because they didn't have it
I think it's
during,
been 3 years.
And how much?
it was 600, I think this year it's 700. I pay one day of my own because
We go down the night
we go
before.
Thursday night because Friday morning we start at 8 o'clock in the morning. This year it's in Pittsburgh. The United States Post Office is going to have somebody there this year, and they are going to be there from 9 o'clock to 11 o'clock on Friday. We have fought with the post office and fought with them. They will not give me an address of anybody that moves into town. They will not give me an address for the school to put on the per capita. So there's people here in town living that aren't paying per capita because I can't find out who they are.
And especially if people are renting. We have no idea.
We've got people down here in this apartment building. I don't know who's living down there.
We were trying to figure out who to send taxes for because we try to put them together to save money, put the per capita together, and I'm like, okay, well, is this boyfriend and this girlfriend living together? You know,
And Michelle
it's
and I
time-consuming.
rip every one of those tax bills
Well,
apart.
most of them.
Most of them apart. Because if I put more than 4 in, I have to put another 55-cent stamp in. Where if we can take the outsides off take the fronts and backs off of the per capita, we can get all of them through on the envelope with the one stamp on it. I can go down to the post office and I can buy 900 and some stamps and sit there and put one stamp on every one of those cards. We don't have to try, I have a garbage bag of garbage for those taxes because of what we're doing to save postage.
And we weigh every one on.
And we weigh every one of them so that we make sure that the right postage are on them before they ever go out. So we don't sit on our ass all the time and do absolutely nothing.
And waste the borough's money.
Mr. President, point of order. Tax collectors are not subject to the right to know. We don't have to respond to the right to know. Thank you, Mr. President.
When I did
How
do
much is
this,
this seminar costing this year?
what?
How much is the seminar costing this year?
$705.
Oh,
Yeah.
$705, but I'm paying
one room. All right, I'm done.
one
I
room.
don't think it's fair.
We pay the same amount for that
Taxpayer
room on Friday night or Thursday night
not
that we do
gonna say
Friday
I'm
night.
Donna, I don't mean to be catty, but I don't know where the animosity comes from. I truly don't,
All right.
because I thought we were all friends.
We are friends.
I voted on her quarantine
But the
for
thing
30
is,
years.
we never brought up when you gave yourself a raise and you were auditor.
Okay.
So
Oh,
let's
yes,
think
it
about
was.
that.
Yes, it was, because I
We're
took it
gonna
back.
have to, move on here a little
I
bit.
understand, and we appreciate you even considering it.
Yes.
You know, last time the mayor brought up about different ones that we could have went to that were in the past, but why bring that up in July whenever they were done in April and the one
Yeah,
didn't
They
even.
have them all year.
The one
But
didn't
there's
even.
so much
the one didn't
knowledge
even
there.
benefit
You've
us.
got 400 tax collectors
Okay.
that we're with.
Remember, Smitty, he's not in charge, you are.
I know.
So,
I know.
remember that.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, it's ridiculous.
We gonna do anything with it right now or not?
And I have.
I'll make a statement, whether, I'll speak for myself with the job that I do and the different things that change and so on. And I know Smitty can speak for it too. When something comes into effect with your job, something new or a new program or everything's computerized now, we go to training. I know I've done it. I know he's done it.
I go to Harrisburg.
I can't
all the
speak
time.
for anybody else.
We just
So when
want
it
the
comes to you
consideration.
going to this,
That's all.
I'm okay with it.
Thank you.
Because it betters us.
Right.
It helps
does.
us.
Thank you.
I appreciate whatever anybody, I'm just sick of the animosity.
Okay, we're gonna tackle this now.
It's been tabled for the last 3 months.
I'll make a motion, we send Michelle and Nyla to the convention.
A motion has been made and seconded to send Nyla and Michelle to the convention. And, 2 nights for the room and $50 for gas.
Right.
Yeah, and
What about the gas? They have to give you mileage.
That's fine.
Because I
well-
told about that before when PJ was getting a card to buy gas. I called Harrison.
well, that'd be
They
great.
have to,
What's the mileage now?
50 cents.
Yeah, that'd be more than $50.
Yeah. It'd be much more
Our
than
benefit.
50.
Yeah, it's 100 mile one way, so that's 200 miles, so we'll take the
A
$200.
motion has been made and seconded. All in favor?
I hope she's able to make it. She's not very healthy.
That's
not none of your business.
No, I don't
All
want
right,
to be
moving
No,
on.
that should have never been
Oh,
said.
That shouldn't be said.
Enough.
I have a book here I want everybody to look at. It's an ordinance book that's dated May the 3rd, 1898. I'd like you to take a look at it.
Where do you find that at?
You can take that print off. I found it on
It's
clean
on a borough ordinance book even.
and I try to read it.
That's kind of cool.
I thought it was really interesting.
My eyes aren't that good. My arms aren't that long.
Alright, good.
While we're passing that around, who's up next?
The bridge. Oh, the bridge over here. We need somebody to mow on the other side of the bridge.
Okay,
The Memorial Bridge, we can't, we've had someone try to weed eat it, it's too heavy.
okay.
So if someone could get it mowed down, we'll keep up after that. But it's too hard to.
Oh,
And it's, you know, just a mess. And Dick always took such good care of that.
Okay, yeah.
Not able to now, so,
Yeah, we can get Joe on that.
thank you.
Get him there to do that.
We had people here from Pittsburgh to see the memorial, and the grass wasn't mowed around it, so I appreciated that was done well.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely make it look better.
Yeah. Now, another thing that was good, ever got hold of the light company about taking that pole on the wire from that?
The small one.
Didn't we look into that one time and it was, what's that?
There was no electric to it.
Yeah, there's no electric to it, so
Well,
it's
they
pretty
could be
shallow.
taken out.
I would guess so, yes.
If I wanted to get somebody to saw it off of there, would that be all right? Or is the borough gonna do it? If they put it in there.
I mean, there's no reason we shouldn't be able to take it out of
Well,
there.
okay, it would improve the looks of the park. I mean, we've got 3 nice memorials down there,
Yeah.
and I don't know, it would be nice. Is there anything else?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Not for you, for me. I
Okay.
do have just something. I went down to the tax assessment office down at the county courthouse, and I got an application to have my taxes reduced because of the light that's across the road. And I thought I would leave a copy here because maybe people can't get to the post or to the courthouse to get one. Is that okay to leave a copy with Amber?
Yeah.
And I'm sure people will hear this on YouTube and maybe be interested in getting their taxes reduced too.
And what was that for?
I'd like to.
It's from the tax assessment office at Clearfield.
And what's it for?
Apply, so you have to go to a hearing, you apply before September 1st of each year for the next year. And you have to go to a hearing to have, and take documentation as well.
Yeah,
to get
pictures
your
of what-
taxes reduced.
Is this a homestead act, if I may ask?
You can read it yourself and find out.
I had mine reduced years ago.
Just thought it would be something if somebody needed it to come here instead of having to run to Clearfield.
The Homestead Act is lottery money. It was $262.47 this year. And you have to live in your home.
So that probably wouldn't be Homestead Act then.
No, this is just.
No,
a
this was
request
to get
have your taxes
reassessed.
Just
reduced.
get reassessed.
If you feel that they're too high, which is great if
It's
you
called
could
pulling
get
the properties down that's sitting around.
Yeah, my
now.
property's not as much worth as much because of the crap.
And then, I'm sure.
So basically, this is for what, like blighted properties
Yes.
that are
If
next
you
to your
live close
house?
one, yes. Yes, if it's bringing your property value down, that's what you would go to this hearing for to determine if you're eligible to have your taxes reduced.
Okay.
That's all I have.
Yeah, if anyone needs copies of it.
Yeah, make some copies of it. Like I said, it's here if people are interested.
That all you
I'm
have?
done, yes,
Okay.
thank you.
You do next?
I'll go. I saw their cold patching around, and they did do a little bit in front of my house, like my driveway, but in front of my house is getting bad. And the reason I'm bringing it up is it's 5 inches deep, and Allison almost fell, taking groceries out of the car in front of the house. And
That ditch is sinking down in out there.
yeah, in front of the house.
Yeah.
And it's
We need to do that.
actually bad the whole way down to Rose Street from my house. It must be the culvert is sinking in,
Yeah.
but if, I saw he's patching up on top of Irving Street, cold patching. If he could fill that in so she won't fall or nobody falls.
Not a problem.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna be a problem at all, just, you know.
Okay, yeah, I mean,
Amber.
And now you got the one also in front of,
Could I just add one more thing, please?
What's that?
With the rain that we had the other week, and it was really bad down onto Hopkins Street. My husband was up trying to clean that up today.
they did the cold patch there too.
Is it on the street?
On the street.
Okay, so do you need swept?
It needs swept.
Okay. We've got the street.
He was trying to use his blow shovel and try to clean it up.
Okay,
Getting there.
we'll get to that.
I would like to thank you for answering my call on Saturday morning. I know that it was a disaster Friday night into Saturday, and I wanted to thank a few of the neighbor boys, Tom, your 2 boys, a man boy and a Parks boy. You know, they worked several days cleaning out several culverts. Do you guys have a committee, you know, to go around and check these places out that that need to be cleaned out?
Not a committee, we just have Joe that we send
Is there
around.
anybody that could, go around and check, and give him his work order?
You could probably select one of them.
I know it was bad. I think the one other time was about 1992, whenever, I got water in my basement then, I got water in my basement on Friday night to Saturday, and several other people did up on the hill there too. I saw the video,
Haven't heard videos in here for the last 3 years.
but, it was a disaster, and Lord willing, it's not gonna happen again. But we need to keep the culverts cleaned out. It's gonna help, can't hurt. I don't know how many times I've had to, and my wife and son and, have cleaned the road up. And, I have pictures if anyone wants to see what the pictures look like, if you didn't happen to make it up there.
I see it firsthand. It was bad.
Yeah. But, we're not throwing stones at anybody, you guys do a good job. Just that I asked that maybe someone could go around and, and pick these things out, what needs to be cleaned out.
I think after.
He's only one person.
Yeah, I think after tonight, he's pretty much gonna have to check them all.
Yeah.
Well, I guarantee you the one in front of my house and the one across the street in front of Pennington's cleaned out. Because those boys worked. They even went down in my yard and cleaned the gravel out of my yard. And I want to thank them, thank your sons for that.
Well, thank you.
And we want to, anyone willing that wants to do that, turn around, check the ditches?
Well, yeah, we can all pretty much do it. I mean, that's not a problem. I mean, Mark lives there, we go through there all the time. But I do think, like, starting tomorrow, I know tomorrow's Friday, whether it be Monday or what, but he needs to go through every culvert. Because I'm sure they all got plugged.
Yeah, the one over by the Presbyterian Church, someone told me about that one.
That's,
Hey,
can I say something? We're talking about problems on Emma Street, right? Talking about problems on Irvin Street, right?
Yeah.
I live right on the corner there. We've been talking about this for 3 years. You gotta get above it, the street, the problem's up above.
You still having trouble with that up there, Terry?
That's where all this water come from, Tom.
Only because this was a disaster rainstorm.
Oh
Up
my
un-
God!
Up
Chip, I
until
brought you
then,
fl-
up
I brought
until
you-
then, there was
The
nothing.
same videos they brought in here this time, I brought them in for the last 3 years.
Yeah,
You
but
guys
we
all seen
can't,
them,
we can't
right?
do anything when it's a rainstorm of that magnitude, Terry. Can we? Can we do anything to prevent that?
All that water was going in the drains.
We could call
I live
them.
on the side of a hill with no neighbors, and I got water in my basement. 3 inches.
The thing is, with the elevation that we live up there, should we get water in the basement? Downtown here, I've been pumping basements out all my life, Chip. I always pump basements out down here, not up on the hill. I'm just saying, the bottom line is, I've showed you water, where that water comes from. Mayor, am I right?
Yes, you are.
And, it shouldn't be being flopped out on the road there. Hey, Mark, you seen it come right down the middle of the road, right out of the middle of the street up right down.
Oh, yeah, it's down the road. I've had the videos too.
Am I right? Am I right or what? If the drains are clogged at the bottom of the hill, all that soot and gravel's coming from somewhere, right? Up above, not down below. You take care of it up above, you might take care of it down below.
You think PennDOT would come and check that out and advise us what we could do?
They were on Rose Street this week.
Oh,
cleaning
Derek,
out
you're
one.
getting Jerry's not coming from your place,
Over
it's
by
coming from up
Mark.
above.
She must have called them and PennDOT
I
can't
think
clean that
contact
one.
Randy Albert and see if he can, Sean, what,
Did anybody tell them about the little fountain in the middle of the road down here by Mooney's?
yeah, they say that's our ditch, that's our piping.
And I'm back to
Going
another,
across
I'm back to another thing. The conflict of interest thing. Chip is not even allowed in this discussion because of his dad's property. Check out your laws.
No, that is true. I can't vote.
You're
on it.
not, you're actually not even allowed in the room when this is discussed. I was nice about it for 3 years.
Okay.
That's the truth.
if that's the case, everything we talk about in this room, somebody would have to leave. Tom's on committees,
Oh, no,
Mark's in the fire company. I agree, I know what you're saying.
You see Randy Albert?
Sean Auguste.
Oh, Sean Auguste.
Him, and see if he could come up and meet me and or Joe and look at the hill to kind of give them a suggestion of what to do or what we can do.
Okay. That'd be a good step to do that, and see what they say, get their input on it.
Mr. President, you also have access to LTAP, and they do things, their engineers will come out for free. And
For free?
For free.
What's it called?
LTAP. It's part of PennDOT, but LTAP, ask for Mr. Snyder. He's a certified engineer. He'll come and look at all of your cross drains and all that for you. Thank you, Mr. President.
Yes, you're welcome. That'd be a good thing to do.
Did anyone think of contacting Dallas Kepler as our new representative? Maybe.
I thought we did talk to him about that, didn't we?
Trying to get grant money to.
Well, even if he comes in and looks and see how bad things are.
Maybe you can send in some videos and
reach out to him,
Yeah, we asked him about redoing the whole town.
Yeah.
You know, the drains.
Yep. We got a lot of paving that needs done, but we don't have the money to do it.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of Bourbon Street where it
over here
comes around the curve.
Over here.
That road's practically
Yeah, it's
dirt
pretty rough.
at this point. We're paying for that bridge is taking all our liquid fuel money to do anything else with.
So what did PennDOT say about the fountain down there?
They said that that's a state road. The roads are their concern, but anything under the road is ours because we are a borough. We are not a township. If it was a township, they would repair it. They're trying to change this in legislation. They've been trying this for 2 years now, maybe 3.
The thing is, if we have to cut their road, we gotta get all the permits, we gotta pay them for the permits, we gotta do all that.
Yes.
It's their cross drain.
But it was okay for them to go on the other side of the road and Road Street and pump that out?
You explained that to me. I don't understand this one bit. How this is our concern, but they'll come in, they'll clean these culverts and do whatever they.
Just one, they just did one.
Yeah.
I don't know who called them, but yeah, they just did one. I watched them, I'm like, why aren't you doing one across the street? I know it's still up.
Yeah.
They won't do the one at the TikTok where the road's caving in either.
They lost a camera in there years ago.
Yeah, and they'll admit that's theirs, but they won't do that.
It's tin whistle pipe and the bottom rots out.
Yeah.
And then the water starts eroding underneath and it's gonna find a path somewhere.
Right.
And this happens to be over by Lisa Mooney's and it shoots up out of the road. I think if the state's gonna do anything, it's gonna be before they pave that road again, because they're gonna have to. It's just gonna ruin a new road. But Twiggy's losing parking down there, and it's got a big chunk of asphalt blown up from it now.
What happens if somebody gets hurt down there? Who's responsible?
I'm gonna say that would almost have to be the state, because it's their road.
Yeah.
Sidewalks are ours, I understand that.
Right.
They're the ones that put the road in.
State
They're the ones that
paid
plow it
for
and maintain
was
it.
Their car.
You want someone bust a tire?
I'm sure they're doing no big one.
I think I would get hot and heavy with the representative. You know, when Camille George was in there, all you had to do was ask and he was there.
Yeah, something would have happened if Bud was still in office, yeah, he's still alive.
He was the man to, excuse my mind, piss with. He got what he wanted.
Yeah. Well, moving on, we'll get the PennDOT and see what they can advise us to do there, and with, about that candidate, and see what they can do for us.
His full name is Jason Snyder.
Jason Snyder.
Have you dealt with him before, Jerry?
Yeah, I'll send him an email and he'll see all this on
Okay,
video.
very good, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you, Mr. President.
All right. Who's next?
Oh, we were under you.
Huh?
Yeah, we're under me.
Oh, okay. So then we're moving on then, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Committee reports. Okay. Not much going on with the lighting there. They're gonna help run the kitchen for for the 100-year anniversary and everything. We'll touch on that with the mayor's report. So, okay. All right, at that point, we are at the mayor's report. Unless you have anything for veterans.
Oh, we're gonna try to have a float for the trade.
Okay,
I've got it all figured out,
that'd be nice.
and, yeah, hopefully.
And she's working on a book on the history of fire company from the beginning.
I have the beginning, but I need the middle and the end.
So we'll have those.
Talk to the two guys over there.
I am, I've got a hold of Bill and I'm gonna get a hold of Terry. You too.
Do it.
I know. I'm gonna get a hold of
Information for the book.
Ready?
Yep, you're up.
All right, last Friday during that rainstorm, I had a resident, what was his name? Mr. Ron Harris. Mr. Ron Harris here today? So Mr. Ron Harris is an individual who about 2 years ago came down and verbally abused my wife about the snow removal. So Mr. Harris decided to come down on Friday night after the rainfall and pound on my front door. At first I thought it was the power company, you know, by the way, but this was a pounding, and I answered the door, and he stated to me, he goes, "First thing effing Monday morning, I'm calling DEP about some kind of horse farm up on the hill." And I told Mr. Harris, I said, "You do what you gotta do, buddy." He goes, "Obviously you don't effing care." I said, "You do what you gotta do." So I just want to make the community aware of this. I hear your discussion. This is an ongoing problem. It has been an ongoing problem. And we gotta fix it somehow, some way. Because this is every year. You're right, Terry. This is every year. Every time it rains. So we gotta find out what the problem is, fix it, and put it to bed. DEP. Any word on them, Amber? Nothing. Mark, did you get that EOP plan filled out?
She just got me a copy of it, I'll get it filled out and get it right back down here.
Were pictures sent to DEP yet for that levy? So, I'm just asking, so within the past month of the last meeting, nothing, no action was taken on the behalf of council or the borough to get DEP the necessary things that they needed?
I'll have it done pretty quick.
Plow truck. We gotta get that looked over for winter. If I'm thinking about it, other boroughs are thinking about it, you know, for hydraulics and everything else. So I'm thinking maybe we should get that in there and take a look at and see where we stand with salt and anti-skid. And something else too I noticed about that truck. And Terry or Dave, maybe you can help me on this. There's no light bar up on top of that truck. You have wigwags on the side, but you need a 360 rotation.
It just has to be visual from all around. It can be what they have. It don't have to be a big light bar. There has to be lights on all.
But these are just tiny little ones on the back.
That's all that matters. As long as they have
on the front.
They have to be on, yeah, on the front, they have the.
As long as you can be seen 360.
Yeah.
Okay, I was just, you know, for insurance wise and everything, I was just making, because I can't tell when the plow truck's coming, because generally, you know, where I grew up, you saw the yellow lights, you knew the plow truck was out. So, and then, let's run off the hill. Oh, fire company. I invited them to come because of their 100th year anniversary is in September 15th?
15th and
16th. I've been working with them, you know, trying to help them get stuff going and everything. I'll going to turn it over to them so they can better inform the borough and the residents of what they plan on doing.
Okay. Friday night is 15th. Rose Street will be closed from right down here to the dollar store. We'll be getting cold depending on getting the actual permit.
Can you do that for us?
I can do that.
That street will be used for Friday night. We'll be doing a bucket brigade, firemen's competition. We'll be butting by other fire companies and they'll compete against each other. That will start at 5:30. Also at 5, Melanie and Jared Henry from Mel's Car Shows, they're gonna do a car cruise at the park. No trophies, no, just they can come, set up, hang out, do whatever they want. We'll be using the same DJ we use for the car show. He'll be playing all evening. There's also, at 6 o'clock, we're gonna have a cornhole tournament at the park. We're gonna have the bounce houses from down there at Parker's and Smith Green. He's gonna donate, well, I don't know about donate, but he'll split, he does where he splits the cost for everybody. What else do we got Friday night? Well, then, of course, the kitchen, thanks to Kate Hutton and your committee and a couple of the churches, and they've all volunteered to run the kitchen for us, so we ain't short-handed to handle everything else, which is greatly appreciated. You just don't even know how much that's, thank you. And that'll be it for Friday night. Now, Saturday, same thing will happen on Rose Street. We'll shut her down. We're gonna battle the barrel for the fireman's
So Dave, you need that for 2 days?
Yeah.
Okay.
That'll be at 11. Kitchen, everything will be open at the same time. The bounce houses, everything. And then at 5, we will have a parade. It'll start on Rose Street, come down and make the turn there at Old TikTok property. It'll go down to Mark Queens and make the right there. The reason we're doing that is the plan is to keep one lane of 53 open at all times. So we don't, because we don't need them getting mad. We got 2 roads closed at the same time. But I've talked to everybody on the street, Mooney's, Raw Kitchen, Jones's. I haven't talked to the church or Bob Oshel, but we're gonna park fire trucks and stuff in their lots, get them off the road quick. Bands are gonna go to Jones's. Floats can go to the church, park there if they wanna stay. And that evening, we're gonna have 2 bands. One is, the late band will be Andre Miles. She's a member, worked at 911 center. She's putting on it for free. She's gonna play for 2 hours for us that evening, late evening. Today Terry tracked down, I personally haven't heard this guy, but I've listened to online to his music, Joe Quick. He's been to Nashville. Very, very good. He's gonna play from 6 to 8, and then Andrea from 8 to 10. Then at the very end, we'll have a fireworks display, which Justin Ocean's gonna be handling that for us. He's all licensed and everything. And from what I understand, it's gonna be quite impressive for very little money.
That's good.
Yeah.
Dave, what time do you need those roads closed down on Friday and Saturday and reopened by?
Right. We don't need this on Friday and early Saturday. You only need from white down.
Yeah.
From white Dorsey and road. That'd be half a day for that. We need the whole Irvin Street shut down on probably from 4 o'clock on.
On Saturday.
3 o'clock. Yeah.
What time
Well,
are
that
you
just
doing
goes
parade
through
line?
Pretty much what,
What time are you doing
3:30.
parade line? Just to make sure it's closed
3:30.
there.
3:30 to 5. Yeah,
He's on.
now you guys have to give us approval to shut down right now.
I'm asking everybody to put a float in the parade. A truck with your sign on it. In the lineup. Here's one for Vice Gives us committee.
Terry, will you guys be selling 100 year anniversary shirts?
Yes. Yes. Actually, Melanie Henry's.
Jerry, let's go.
design and
I'll give her, she has last.
Am I missing any other committees here? Oh, I gave you one for the Waste Committee, I need one for the borough.
I gave it to her.
Oh, okay, if you would put float in now. We're getting prizes out of too. Jerry said he can beat you guys.
Two more of them. And soccer teams.
Anybody have a question or that we can answer?
How many fire companies do you guys plan on having there?
Oh, we're hoping to. So, I mean,
Isn't the, Central District's gonna be, what, next week, and Dudley was gonna take some
yeah,
flyers to them,
yeah, not
so-
this coming weekend, but the following
Yeah.
weekend they have their parade, Central District's convention.
Because that's gonna be a moneymaker all
yeah.
over. For
Oh, yeah.
Swiggy's, everything.
For the dollar
Well, I
store,
talked
like
to
everywhere in the community.
Swiggy's is actually gonna sell pizza out of our kitchen. He's gonna buy the slice. We offer
Yeah,
that.
because it's
too.
gonna, like I said, it's gonna be a big, big moneymaker for the borough.
Yeah, we have Larry's Barbecue coming, Jimmy's Ice Cream. What else is coming?
Is,
Jimmy's?
Stromboli land?
No. He's
The guy
already booked.
knows, the guy knows Knowles, Tom Phillips.
Yeah.
He's gonna sell out sausages. We tried to keep everything so that if nothing's doubled up, he's gonna do funnel cakes, snow cones,
Sausage.
candy apples,
Yeah.
sausage. And then that other guy, what's his name from out the Ridge?
Larry's.
He had all full lineup and stuff. And our kitchen, it's the committees here are all helping out. They're with hot dogs, hamburgers.
Sloppy Joes, meatballs.
Yeah, and that'll be all, our kitchen down there.
Again, what anniversary is this?
100th anniversary.
Thank you,
It's a centennial celebration, we're calling it.
thank you.
That's awesome.
County control the commissioners got involved in it and they, talked to them and they're all coming.
You want Dallas?
Terry did.
No, the commissioners are all, I talked to Dallas Kepler down there, they're all coming and none on one, they want us to bring stuff down, he said, I'll take care of getting everybody from the county there.
What about Sheriff Turner?
I was thinking of that.
Sheriff Turner?
Yeah, Mike just lives in
Oh, yeah,
Huntsville. Mike Turner, the sheriff.
Sure. However, he could leave it.
Yeah, because he'll have a cruiser.
We're taking stuff over to, Central District, stuff in the bags there, but like I said, we need Clearfield, it takes in 38 county, but it's down in Williamsport, so you might not get a whole lot from Clearfield County, but like I said, Clearfield EMA, they said, we'll take care of that down here. Patton's coming over to help us set up it's their setups for the water games.
Typically on a big anniversary like this, you will draw a lot for a break.
Because we like the attention here, and you know what I'm saying?
Good attention.
Positive attention is good, yeah.
Maybe we'll work with state police so we can have some more coverage.
I was just gonna say that, because it's gonna be alcohol-free, no liquor is gonna be sold, but no, I was thinking of that too, contacting the state police, if you wanna act stupid and all that, and drink on your own, and get pulled over.
At least they're close by if something does happen.
Right.
Could I have the okay to use, Jerry, the lights on the Little Lake Field during all this?
I'll talk to them. I'll have to ask them right.
That way we could set that corner tournament up in there and the band in there.
Dennis has the key for lights. Dennis Parker. He's actually the president of the.
Okay. That way we'll set up everything in there in the grass and when the kids are in there playing on it, stuff, they'll be under lights, That keeps everybody, when stuff back on the tennis court, basketball court now. And everybody's in front of the kitchen, you can't see what's going on back.
Right.
We'll all be out there.
Sounds good.
Naomi brought us Andrea's CD to listen to, the Extra Miles, and it's nice easy listening music. It's really good.
Look this guy up, this
Yeah, I will.
Joe Quick.
Yeah.
He's impressive too.
Yeah.
It's all country, but he's good.
I thought anybody was up to street fair, he was up there. And Andrea has a special guest coming with her too.
Bernie.
Bernie
Orbuck.
Orbuck.
He's
Yeah.
in a band at the state college.
It's Miss B's husband, Miss Colorado's husband.
Oh,
Her Spanish, old Spanish teacher.
yeah, I remember her.
Her husband. I think he used to, wasn't he like the editor of a newspaper in Williamsburg? I think, I'm not sure. But yeah,
I never heard him until
yeah,
now.
it's good.
And that DJ we have on Friday nights, he has organic connections. Ron Gardner up here was his own.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Ron was what?
He's up.
Ron Gardner, you remember him?
Right on the corner. That's
Yeah.
Dallas.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's,
beside
Kids used to
Dolls.
drive him crazy.
He's died, but too.
Did he really?
Oh.
I didn't know
I never did.
All the kids in the neighborhood.
He had a twin brother that
Oh, you have-
was a DJ too.
That's his kid's dad.
Okay, maintenance report.
I don't want to talk about the dreams. That was for Jerry. In case he didn't know. Joe was saying about getting a dehumidifier in the garage. He said there's a lot of moisture in there, and he said that the equipment's going to start rusting up.
It is very moist down there, I know, you go down and the air is just thick.
Yeah.
Get it?
I can get some prices on it.
I suspect one
Just
off
get
the
one.
plane.
They're not that much.
No, the humidifiers, you can get them pretty. In fact, they got them on sale right now down at Roll King.
The fuel tank, he has not replaced it yet. He's trying to get the diesel down in it before he contacts Nittany. Nittany does not own it, so we would have to pay for it. I wasn't 100% sure about that. That's it for me.
I guess we're moving on to correspondence.
I've been working with PennDOT for the Pennsylvania transportation loan that we have for the bridge. He was trying to get us reimbursed more, and he had a meeting with them, and they went ahead and approved it, and it will be another $86,000 towards the bridge. So we owed 136, so take away the 86, so we're way underneath on your grades.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And then I got a letter from the fire company that Dudley dropped off. It says, to club officials and members, this year the Urbana Volunteer Fire Company will celebrate its 100th year of service. We are going to be hosting a 2-day 100th year celebration September 15th and 16th, 2023 with music, food, and firemen's competition, kids, fun area, and a parade. We are also planning a fire display on Saturday, September 16th. We are asking for a financial contribution to help offset the cost of the firework display. Your contribution towards the display will be recognized through the 2-day celebration. You can send your donation to the address listed above. Thank you.
Right, you will. I've been going through that.
I just got this from a
Clearfield, the fair honored us this past week. That was, you had to be there to have the film. I mean,
Yeah, I heard you about to lead the parade.
all was in front of us was Keller Guard, the WTHA, and
The co-chairs for the parade.
the fair chairman, parade chairman.
That was nice of them to do that for you.
Yeah, made the wrong night waiting for you.
I bet.
I'm not complaining, that was kind of nice picture there, everything. That was an honor.
Since you're on that report for the borough, whatever it is, I got somebody at my door one day, they rented the pavilion and they couldn't get in the bathroom. There were no, I called you, but you weren't home.
He stopped at my house too.
No, I called somebody else, and
If you ever need keys, if anyone around can get in the kitchen, inside the kitchen, there's a set of keys hanging.
there's no key for the,
Center door,
right. So
The
if
electrical
you
door.
need, if you need, you know,
paper products,
correct.
yes.
Which case B and I have for both. I don't know why.
Yeah, I'm opening them, Saturday. There's something going on Saturday. Kate Hutton asked me, I'm gonna go open them up first thing in the morning, Saturday.
But that means that I felt bad for him.
Yeah, if I know ahead of time, but
Yeah.
I can't guarantee I'm gonna be
No,
home.
I don't know
You built them up.
who it was that rented it.
Oh, that's what you're talking about.
We don't take care of that, the rec committee.
Oh, it does, okay, I didn't know that. I didn't know who to call, but I called.
Alright, Amanda just gave me a letter from Jason Hockenberry. It says, Arvada Borough Council, I'm inquiring about the full-time maintenance position. I'm interested in filling that position. I reside in the borough on White Street. I have lived here my entire life. Arvada is home to me. I am also a volunteer fireman with the fire department in the borough. I have been an active member since the age of 12. I do believe I'm a good fit for the position as I have a variety of different skills. I have basic maintenance skills. I can operate a variety of power tools, lawn tractors, weed eaters, etc. I have a valid PA driver's license. I'm a reliable worker as well as a hard worker. Follow orders and directions as given. I'm available to work 8 hours a day. If more is necessary, I'm there. I have an open availability Monday through Friday. I'm also willing to learn anything needed for the position as well. I'm ready to get to work and start making improvements to the town. I thank you for the opportunity to apply for the position.
Did we advertise for full-time?
I advertise for part-time.
Okay.
That's what I was wondering.
Yeah, that's
I heard
caught me off guard.
We advertised for
Okay.
Okay.
It's about 2 weeks ago, I was coming home from work. I was coming down past Brickyard, and I saw a tractor there, and I called you that day. So I swung over by the ball field, because at first I thought it was Tom and his buddy. Well, I forget the name of the guys. Who were they?
Matt Queen?
Matt Queen and Andy Johns.
Yes.
Okay. They were cutting the ball field's grass. I was so embarrassed because the grass was up to my knees. You know what I'm saying? And I offered to reimburse them $50 out of my pocket for gas, you know, and everything. But that's when I went home and I called you.
Yes, and I went down and talked to them.
Okay. So, I mean, we do need the help.
Yeah, they said as needed, if we need anything.
I did contact them, and they said right now they work out of town, and they said that they will volunteer as needed. They said they'll go ahead and call the office and go from there.
Okay.
You know, we have to have them put on the insurance if they're gonna be volunteering. That's probably a good idea, right?
I think they have to
They
sign a
sign
waiver.
We have a volunteer waiver.
But I would like, if they are gonna volunteer, to have them use our equipment. I don't want them using their own personal equipment.
Yeah.
We could also ask whoever for a copy of the game schedules, so we can make sure it's not. We don't, you know what I mean?
Right, well then, what happened was, I got a phone call at work. I guess Little League wanted to do practice, and they couldn't do practice because the grass was up. So here I am at work trying to make phone calls around to find out, and these guys took it upon themselves to cut it, to reimburse them out of my pocket, you know, for the gas. They said no, but it was kind of embarrassing. And the grass around the lawn was like, you know. But I just wanted to add to that, since you said about.
I'm glad you brought that up because we need to write a letter. Archie and Brenda, who live going out of Arvada heading towards Berwindale. Their son's bringing garbage in and throwing it in the borough's dumpster at the park. That's theft of services.
Yep.
Need to inform them that we're going to have cameras, and if he's caught, we're going to prosecute.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, there's no reason for it. See, he does it nonchalantly. He just drove up. He didn't care that they were there mowing the park. He put down a he come in, made the loop, put the window down, threw the bags in the dumpster, and drove away. I passed him when I was coming into the park to go talk to Andy Johns and Matt Queen. So.
Oh, was that day?
That was that day. I just missed him by probably 30 seconds. Or I had stopped him and said something to him about it. You need to put that in the back of your vehicle, take it with you. It's not garbage you made here.
Right.
It's garbage you brought from your home.
And where did they live at? Like out this way? Or?
Yes.
Out by Coda.
Okay.
Down at the bottom there, on Falls Landing or whatever they
It's
call
not
it.
even in the park.
Huh?
It's not even in the park, is it?
No, it's not, they're Buchanan Township.
What's that say?
Use Buchanan Township's dumpster, don't use ours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jerry has a question.
Maybe sometime in the future, if we go caught up with our projects in the park, I think I spoke to you before about cutting that piece of timber and grass behind the Clear Lake Build. I said, one year I went back there and found 22 baseballs, that was lost back there.
We used to cut that back.
We used to do that.
Whenever you would get workers from the prison to come up, they would clear cut all of it.
Yeah,
They're getting kind of hard to get them anymore.
even they don't know.
I ended up with poison ivy too, eventually.
Yeah, that's right, so even the prisoners don't want to work it.
All right, you're all done then? Now we're going to old business.
Alright, old business. So, the cameras. Last month, John Maines came and talked about the cameras. He sent me an email. I'll show it to you guys. These are the cameras that he would be installing. He has the same ones at his house. If you guys want to look at them.
Nice resolution.
Oh, absolutely.
And the fact that they're in color, it's not like night vision during the day. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
Give you a nice clear view of what's going on.
One thing I did ask them last month, if they're good for facial recognition in case we have to turn anything over to PSDs. We said absolutely.
Yeah. It sounds like pretty good. That's what it's
Yeah, done.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, this is, in the end, this is gonna cover us if something happens.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
You guys wasn't here last month, the quote. Did you guys see what the quote was?
No, I wasn't here.
So for the park and the bird building, it would be $8,889. That's how much it is. Just to do the park, it would be $5,001. And just to do the bird building, it would be $3,478.
He sat here for 35
He had
minutes.
quite the presentation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I know they have the cameras over to waste authority.
We think maybe do one for now? We don't wanna spend that much money.
It's a good start. You want the park?
But, yeah, I would think the park would be, because the building's fairly secure.
Right.
The park, everything there, Okay, I need a motion for that.
I'll make that motion.
Okay, Chip made a motion to install cameras at the park. Mark seconded. All in favor? Aye. All opposed?
Just one. Just
For
one.
now, yeah.
We can add more. He said.
Oh, that's for one camera, you know?
Yeah.
Okay. I guess we're going on to new business.
Alright. So, there is a DC.
I have to leave, so I want to thank all of you for your time and your service on the council.
You're welcome.
Yep, thanks, Jerry.
There's a DCED grant, which I did apply for it last year, but obviously we didn't get it. I'm gonna apply for it again. So there are different things we could use it for. There's accusations, positions.
Acquisitions.
There we go. Construction to include renovation and rehabilitation, demolition, infrastructure, purchase of vehicles, machinery, or equipment, and then planning, consulting, design, costs related to planning projects. So, like, what do you want me to apply for? Last year I applied for roads down here on White Street, I believe. I don't know if you want me to do roads, if you want a piece of equipment,
Roads are our biggest problem right now.
Does it do drainage?
I'd say drainage and roads.
You can't fix
That'd be all
everything with
infrastructure. Yeah, you need to do drainage first, then the road on top.
I'll get in contact with Sean and he'll be able to, he has to give me like
Can you apply for more than one?
About the borough building.
Yes, that one, I know, that's the one, yes. This one, I can apply for this one,
Oh, just one,
yeah,
okay.
just one project at a
Okay.
time.
Did one every year.
Yeah, it's one every year, yeah. Then North Central, they are coming to Clearfield County on August 8th. They kind of give you assistance on how to write grants and offer grants and kind of tell me what's out there. I'm going to meet with them on August 8th at 2:15 at the County Commissioner's office. I believe that's what it is. I'm trying to find my paper. There it is. Yeah, County Commissioner's office. That's what we'll be meeting at. So I figured it wouldn't hurt because grant writing one of my flaws. So just saying.
I've never written a grant, so.
I
wouldn't know where to start.
I know, I wouldn't even know where to
I
start.
wrote one last year, and I thought it sounded good and professional. Even my mom read it, and she's like, "That sounds good," but we didn't get that grant, so I don't know what I'm missing out of it. So they'll kind of give me like some insight on.
Well, you figure how many people are applying for every one of them grants. You're not guaranteed to get it.
Yeah.
Most people hire people to write grants though too.
Yeah,
Professional.
and then they charge you usually 2% to 4% of the grant.
If you go to one of them grant writing seminars, you know, when you do write a grant, that puts you, you're already big to foot in the door. Just by taking that, they move you ahead.
That's good. Good to know.
Well, I'll be going, so.
That's a good thing.
That's all I have.
Okay. Okay, now we're gonna go into an executive session for an employee matter. We're just coming back into adjourn.
Okay, thank you.
Pretty sure that's what it is.